Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a knee-jerk live stream. Game week 16. We're going to be reviewing game week 15. What a tough week for everyone. Still not over. One game to go, which will be tomorrow night. The Arsenal versus Everton, which will be a cracking game. So I'm sure there's plenty of managers still having players from both sides. So, for example, Smith Rowe, Saka, Aubameyang, Townsend, Richarlison, Ramsdale has a big selection from most managers. So plenty of points still to play for. But what a tough week it was. Kind of ripped up the template. We've got a lot to discuss. We'll go through all that. I want to firstly apologise for not doing a live deadline stream. My voice kind of still is a bit husky. I'm in a better position today than I was 2 days ago. So this viral infection has been quite difficult and the tonsils are getting better. So we will be doing a review today and I'll be back with regular content this week. Plus I was working this weekend. That was my last weekend for this year, touch wood. And then I should be able to stream and we'll be able to have a lovely discussion of how things are. Tezza is on stream. Tezza249. Hey buddy, I'm good. How are you? FPL Cameron, 46 points, absolute rubbish. To be fair, it's not bad. I mean, at the moment, the game shows 37 points as the average, the bonus and stuff still to come through. So you're above average at the moment, buddy, so it's not too bad. Hopefully it can be better. Bibek, hello, buddy. I hope you're okay, Bibek. FPL Cameron, Sancho, punt hasn't paid off. Was torn between him, Son and Bernardo Silva. Worst FPL choice I've made. To be fair, I mean, in hindsight, it may look like you haven't got the rewards for the decision you've made. But, you know, I've seen him play recently. He's playing not bad. It's just not showing in the FPL kind of points at the moment. But I generally do believe he will come good, especially with the new the manager we've got. The pressing, it will, with Sir Rashford coming back, it will take, I think it's just a bit of patience. But the other two, indeed, Son 2 returns today. Bernardo Silva scores again. Absolutely insane. Tezza says this week was something else, 44 points. Yeah, it's around that. To be fair, luckily everyone on my bench played as well. But I think because of the template, right, guys, this week. So the Man City, at least one defender. Trent or Liverpool, one defender. 2 defenders or 1 defender at least from Chelsea. So that's kind of like the generic kind of template from most teams. Barring Liverpool, none of them kept clean sheets. So it was tough, especially for me as well. Again, didn't get the clean sheet from Man City. So that's another 15 points that I felt like I could have got. But it's annoying because Man City are conceding these odd 1 goals here and there. You know, Watford, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. It's getting annoying now for me as well. So I think that's why we got hit the most. Salah saved a lot of people's week. Let's say we take those 10 points off. I reckon the average of 37 would probably been about 27 this game week. Tezza says this game week is something else, 44 points. That's not bad, to be fair, especially 1 game week to go. And if you have any Arsenal players to play, great times ahead. Bibek thinking of transferring Kane. Oh, Kane has been a disappointment. We're going to discuss all this, guys. We're going to talk about the new United press, how they did. We're going to talk about Harry Kane. Is he worth it? We're going to talk about Ronaldo. Is it time to get him in? We're going to talk about Bernardo Silva. There's a lot to discuss on this stream, guys. We're going to talk about, should we stick to the 5 defenders or 4 defenders, premium defenders we're going for? Should we invest the money back into the kind of like offence? Origi's winner. So much to discuss. We'll go through all of it, guys. Vivek says 39 points at the moment. Cool, not bad. Have you got any players to play tomorrow? Genius Gamer, hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Turkish Yomo, how's it going? I'm good well. How are you, Turkish? How did you do? Did it go well this week? FPL Cameron says, was 1 minute away from 52 points if Mopai didn't take away Liver's clean sheet. That was a huge goal by Mopai, to be fair, in terms of FPL as well, because Livramento is like a good bench enabler, right? So a lot of people fancy the clean sheet from him this game week. So when I was looking across my mini leagues and like the family leagues we have, which obviously are very competitive, of course, as well as FPL Inkling. And Livramento was kind of like the main bench enabler. And I was just like, I had my head in my hands. I was like, oh my God, if he comes away with a clean sheet. As soon as Southampton conceded and he lost the clean sheet bonus, those 4 points make a difference. They generally do. Hoxton, hi mate, what's up mate? I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Tezza, what do you think of Reguilon? Is it time to buy or wait? I think personally, right, to be fair, he's on good form. There's no point of wasting time. I personally am not going to go for Reguilon. I've owned him before this season and last season. I'm tempted, but I think I've already locked out all my defence, and I've got a plan and I've got like a vision of what I would like to do in the next kind of like 2 to 4 to 8 weeks. But Reguilon, if I was to buy him, definitely now is the time. And the fixtures that Spurs have had were really good, but offensively he's looking really good with the whole new kind of like Conte setup that they do have, and he does get forward. He does like to get forward. Him and Son are insane at the moment. Turkish, I got 44 points this week. I brought in Gundogan for Cornet. Nice. I like the Gundogan punt. Gundogan gets in so many chances. I think he's a very good option. He is indeed. I think what Bernardo Silva is achieving this kind of campaign or this FPL season is what Gundogan achieved last season in Kevin De Bruyne's absence. So I think Gundogan's not a bad shout whatsoever. I think he will come good. Foden's been a bit disappointing the last couple of game weeks, but again got a return this game week. So if you did keep him, again, patience paid off its perseverance. FPL Cameron says Bernardo Silva becoming essential. It's a good question. I think he won't be an essential in the sense that you have to own him. He's not going to be like a Salah level or a Trent Alexander level kind of like an essential. I think the only kind of risk that comes with Bernardo Silva is, despite him being in such, there will be a point in the season where he will get rotated. He plays in such a richest of squads. It's definitely worth having him for sure. But what I would say is, if you do have him in your squad, a bit like what I've done with my squad, if you do have him in your squad, then I would definitely try to have a strong bench, that if you do have a rest or a rotation, then you've got the players to come in and fill in the blanks for him. Hoxton, Mo, big at the back, gone 3-5-2 is the way to go now. It is. I mean, to be fair, some people play 3-5-2. I've gone 5-3-2. I just think personally at the moment, that's just what I would like to play. And I've made this plan. Like, if you watch my streams over at least the last 5 game weeks that I've done team selection wise, I've made my moves to get to this position. And I've taken some big hits to do that. 3-5-2, I completely understand that people like to play with Smith Rowe, Saka, Bowen. That's fine. It's exactly fine. And to be fair, one thing I was going to say now, it's now we're at a position where kind of rankings won't move as, what's the right word to say, as, they won't have such a big like movement as they were in the first like 10 to 14 game weeks. It's going to get tighter now. I mean, I've got 4 points above average at the moment. Obviously, the points will update, and I've gone up only 20,000. So, I mean, I'll take that after a disastrous week that I've had. But personally, I think now it's because the squads are so similar now. So you've got the template of, City defence, Chelsea defence, Liverpool defence, Salah as essential captain. Then it's just the handful of differentials that you have. So I have Rafinha, Zaha, Vardy, kind of not really a differential. Antonio, I stuck with him. But this is where it's going to literally come, you're going to make it or break it. So this is where I'm tending to go away a bit from the template, because I really want to catch up now. I really do want to make up for it. So let's just wait and see. So I've gone up, as I can see now, it's changed. It's updated on the screen. So 17,000 this week. So again, not great, but it is really tight still as well. So a bit of points here and there. I was working it out. I am at the moment at 40 points off the top mill. That's 900,000 places. So if I can make up that 40 points somewhere, it will come good. We'll just have to wait for the right time and see where it goes from there. Turkish says Foden's patience did pay off. But honestly, if you watched the City game yesterday, Foden should have had 3 or 4 more assists and goals. Not even exaggerating. I've watched none of the football this weekend, guys. Honestly, because I was working. It was just difficult. Plus last night, didn't get in until late. Had a Christmas party to attend, and then literally haven't watched match of the day. Haven't watched any of the football today, but I was following it on BBC. Obviously, I was looking into what was going on. I saw Origi's goal. That guy's got a golden foot, honestly. Whenever he touches the ball, when he comes on, he's a super sub, honestly. He's like the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer equivalent of Liverpool. Chelsea's game was huge, 3-2. Wow. But I did not expect West Ham to do that, personally. So massive shout out to David Moyes. How good do West Ham look? They look phenomenal. Dusty Toners, good evening. I had Reguilon who came off injured. 0 points. Also had Tony. Reguilon, did he not get an assist today? Was I reading that wrong? I thought Reguilon got an assist today. Maybe I've got that wrong. Also had Tony and James in my first bench, so 0 points again. Jesus, who came off for 10 minutes, and Madison for a 1-pointer. Still managed 44 points. That is incredible. Salah saves the day again, I guess, right? Dusty Turners. Any transfers you thinking? So Turkish, no transfers at the moment. Not thinking of any transfers this week. I will show you in a moment. We'll go through my squad for next week. So this is what it's looking at the moment. So I'll give you guys my plan and what I'm looking at the moment. So Rafinha is the one player that I've got a debate at the moment. Do I get rid of him or do I keep him? I don't want to get rid of him because of his, what's the right word to use? His current form, right? He's looking really, really good at the moment. So I don't really want to get rid of him. But the issue I have with other players at the moment, who do I go for? Who do I really want? So I'm looking at potentially Bowen. But Rafinha scoring, man, that's the issue I have with him at the moment. Let's look at some of the West Ham fixtures. So Burnley, Arsenal, Norwich, Southampton. There's some good fixtures there. Rafinha, the issue is it's now where the fixtures get tough. Will I play him as much? That's the question. So the only move that I could potentially look at, personally at the moment, so I can show you guys my team in a moment, is potentially Rafinha to go. Despite being owned by so much percentage, I just want to see those fixtures one more time because they are difficult. Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Wow, even then he's got Villa, Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle. You know, the fixtures don't get any easier to like even that Burnley game, I'd say, potentially, which would be, they look some real difficult fixtures. But if I look at someone like a Bowen, where is Bowen? There he is, 6.4. 71 points he's got. You've got Burnley, Arsenal's a difficult game away at the Emirates as well. Norwich, Southampton. Then I can double up on West Ham. That's something that I can look at. But at the moment, if I show you guys the squad I have for now, that's what I'm looking at. I haven't confirmed it. So this is what it looks like for next week for now. So if I was to select my team today at present, I'm going for a very unique formation. I'm going for a 5-2-3. So I'm putting Rafinha on the bench because against Chelsea, I don't think, if they are going to score, it's probably going to come through Rafinha and Bamford. Bamford's back. That's another thing that is confusing me at the moment. Do I wait a week to see Bamford versus, well, Bamford, Rafinha combination versus Chelsea? That's something that I want to consider as well. So you can see I've got obviously the triple Chelsea, the back line, goalkeeper, Trent, Rudiger, James, then Salah, Zaha, Newcastle against Leicester, so Vardy will be a good choice. Burnley, Antonio at Turf Moor, and then Josh King against Brentford away, which is not an easy game by any means, but he's on penalties as well. So that's the kind of team I can look at the moment. So let me know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking. But before that, guys, I just want to say, if you guys haven't liked the video, give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet to FPL Inklink, you know what to do, guys. Hit that subscribe button and join the FPL Inklink family. Let's go back to some questions. Tezza says, which Everton assets would you recommend getting? I really like Damari Gray. I owned him for a while. Townsend was disappointing. I would hands down, or hats, you know, honestly, I'd have Calvert-Lewin any day, but he's been injured for a while, so I've stuck to Antonio. But at the moment, the ones who are playing, Decore's good, but number one for me would be Damari Gray, personally, out of all of them. Otherwise, barring the goalkeeper, Pickford, even I wouldn't rate him. I wouldn't take any other outfield player. Turkish Davis got the assist. Nice. I got it wrong then. I think the app that I had, which was showed me Reguilon. Ignore me. George. Hey, yo, Mo, I'm back. I got 41 points. Nice. Same as me. Welcome to the club. That's no Reguilon injured. Fair dues. I wonder what the injury was and how long he's out. We'll find out. Not a problem. FPL Cameron brought in Ollie Watkins this week. Not sure how he blanked. Come close a few times. To be fair, Ollie Watkins has a lot of potential. I think we've got a lot to watch out for him. But yeah, otherwise, I think, Ollie Watkins does look like a really good potential to have. I think, he will score goals under Gerrard. Gerrard will give him the confidence. So I think just a bit of patience will pay good. The thing with me is Callum Wilson. I had him for 5 weeks. Blanked all 5 weeks. Scores 2 goals as soon as I let him go in 2 games. Absolute bad luck. Dustin Salah and Wilson saved my week. Honestly, I wish I had Wilson still. Dustin says, I got rid of Rafinha and Maddison for Bowen and Silva. You can always get Rafinha back in the future. Of course, that's what I'm looking at the moment. But it's just, I'd rather sleep on it tonight than be hasty and do it straight away. But that's the plan. I'd like Bowen in, if anything. But Bernardo Silva, because I've got triple City at the back, I don't really want to disturb my setup of my squad. So potentially, if I do get Bowen in, Burnley away or Brentford away, who would I get in? Who would I leave? Difficult, that one. Difficult. Ali Mac, hey, I'm good. How are you? Turkish, I don't know if it's just my team, but for next week game, but all my players are playing at home. Hope it helps. I don't even notice mine. Ooh, I want 9. 9 for me. Yeah, if I just Brentford, King and Antonio playing away. That's bizarre. Ali Mac buzzing 6 green arrows in a row. Nice. 6 in a row. I'm on 4 at the moment. Siang707, good evening. Who to buy instead of Kane? It depends how much budget you have. Ronaldo's not a bad shout if you can upgrade to him. Good fixtures coming up as well. New manager, new buzz. They played pretty well today. Unlucky not to score more. Striker-wise, Vardy. I've got Vardy myself. Antonio. Potentially these are kind of players you can look at. Ali Mac says that Reguilon has tweeted he's only out for a couple of days. Oh, sweet. So it shouldn't be too disastrous then, hopefully, in terms of length-wise of the injury. FPL Geek, good evening. I'm expecting 55 points. Son saved me. Wow. Son saves the day again. That's why he's on the thumbnail today. Son is the saviour. Right, guys, we'll take a quick sip. If you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new around here, or if you've been here before and you haven't hit that button, give us a subscribe to FPL Inkling. Siang707 says, tell me about it. I had Armstrong and he blanked, then played 1 minute and got me 1 point and then sold. And he got an assist, 2 goals the next 2 games. It happens, honestly. Same happened with Wilson. Trust him for 5 weeks. Goal scoring spree now. Right, guys, we've got a new subscriber, new family member, FPL Geek. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. We are now at 927 FPL Geek, guys. If you guys haven't followed them, please go and follow them. They do some amazing work. They are our new and latest subscriber live on stream. So please go follow them as well and give us a like and follow as well if you haven't so far. Please join the family. WR, Bowen or Foden? Oh, it's a tough one, I'll say Foden if you've got the cover on the bench. When I say cover, you've got players on the bench to come on if he is rotated, because he will be during this busy period, or off Christmas, for example. But if you want to go Bowen again can be rotated as well. But for me, out of the two, if I had the budget and I had the team, like the bench covered, I'd go Foden. Foden's incredible. He just had a lean patch, but he's back now. I reckon he'll have a good spell himself. Football fan, I think you should bring Bamford in next week because of his late 1-1 equaliser today. Not a bad shout, football fan. I completely agree with your stance in the sense that he scored late on in the game, saved the game, got 2-2. Will be buzzing, will be good in form. But the only thing that I'm concerned about with Bamford, especially when you look at it in respect, or if you look at their fixtures, for example, so let's look at Leeds' fixtures. They concern me because he's coming back after a lengthy layoff. and he's got some real difficult fixtures in the next four games, I'd say. Actually, five, I would say. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge is a tough fixture with Tuchel. They want a backlash. They want a revenge after losing to West Ham. Then you've got Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium, a real tough game as well. Obviously, there's going to be game management in here as well because if someone's coming back from such a long injury, he might not even play the whole 90 minutes. So we've got to factor that in as well. Then they got Arsenal at home. Difficult game at Elland Road. Definitely they're going to have the crowd behind them. They're a good squad. Liverpool away. And even Aston Villa with Gerrard in there. They look good. They gave Leicester a really good game. So for me, Bamford's a wise choice. It's a brave choice. It'll be even wiser if it does pull off. So I don't think I'd go down that route personally at the moment. Unless he bangs out like 2 games and he just gets a bundle of goals in the next 2. I can consider it. But if you do go for it and it pays off, mad choice. Right, guys, we get some real questions in. Whilst I get those questions in, I'll take a sip of water and I'll give you guys the opportunity to like the video if you guys haven't liked it. And just like FPL Geek, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and be our latest member just like him. Tezza, any thoughts on moving Antonio for CR7? Thing is with Ronaldo, bro, I'm kind of fixated now that I don't really want to go back to Ronaldo or Lukaku. I'm going to kind of keep my premium striker as Vardy. Yes, I know he got benched today. He's played pretty much every other game. So I'm tempted, unless I have that weak moment. I don't think I'll stick away from Vardy. I think Vardy will get me just as much points, and it's just a risk of rotation. But CR7, the best thing about not owning CR7 for me as a United fan is if he scores, I'm happy. FPL-wise, doesn't make a difference to me at all. So I love it that way, personally. I was more nervous when I had him, and as a United fan, I wanted him to score not only for that, but for FPL as well. But it's tempting, honestly. If he does score a few goals, my fingers might twitch a bit. But a really good question. Abdul Razak, Ahmed, good evening. 79 points. God grief, that's brilliant. Love it. Smashed it, Abdul. That's the highest points I've seen so far today. FPL Geek, what would you do with Rafinha Tony situation for next game week? Who would you get if I have 2 free transfers? So FPL Geek, I'm assuming that's your budget, right? So Rafinha wise, 6.5. I mean, if you haven't got Bowen, I'd consider Bowen potentially. Ivan Toney, I think I wouldn't go away from Ivan Toney personally. But if you are looking at alternative, then I'd say potentially someone from Watford. You've got Josh King. And then you've got also Dennis. So Dennis is a bit cheaper, I think 0.4 cheaper. But look at their fixtures. Brentford away, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Wolves. And then they've got West Ham, Tottenham, and then they've got Newcastle, Norwich. So there's some really good fixtures there as well lined up. So I think that might be a good differential kind of aspect because they're not very highly owned. So that's what I would say for those transfers. But otherwise, if you want to go a bit higher, then you've got Jimenez, for example. Daka, who's played today, had an assist as well for Leicester. These are the kind of players you can look at. I still remember, I can't believe for a fact that I was so keen to have Iheanacho at the start of the season. What has happened to him? Last year, he couldn't stop scoring, couldn't stop getting points week on week. He was like Salah practically at the moment, week in, week out returns, but not even getting a look in this season. Abdullah said the Bernardo. Nice, the Bernardo factor, yeah? Turkish, I brought in Lukaku thinking he was going to give me returns. So far, no. However, it is Leeds and Everton at home, so I'm hoping for a couple of goals. I think Lukaku's going to be hungry. Hungry, Turkish, so just be patient, right? Just be patient. Dusty Toners. I think Mount has played really well. Last 2 game weeks, I think like 3 returns. Mount's in some really good form. So anyone looking at Mason Mount potentially? Because Chelsea do have some really good fixtures coming up. Dusty Toners, would you recommend a -8 to get a replacement keeper? McCarthy out, it seems I didn't notice before that I took my -4. Or is it worth just leaving this week and my other keeper is injured? McCarthy out? Sorry, I was kind of check. Why is McCarthy out? Is he like injured or something? Hamstring injury. Oh. Replacement keeper. I guess your replacement keeper is Foster, right? I assume. That's a tough one, really. It's 25%. What I would say personally, Dusty Toners, leave that one till Friday. Oh, well, Friday's the game week deadline, right? Friday the 10th, 6:30. So we should have a few press conferences, especially around Thursday, Friday. I'd say leave that transfer to as late as possible. Obviously, you've taken a -4 already, right? Even if McCarthy got a clean sheet, let's just say the goalkeeper come in who gets a clean sheet, would they be able to make up 8 points? I don't think so. Personally, I would. If you've taken a -4 already, I personally wouldn't make it just yet. But unless you get like closer to the deadline, you find out who's out for a longer period, then you can take that kind of judgmental decision. But for now, I'll just keep it for to the goalkeepers that you do have. Don't take the -8. Right, guys, we've got 25 people on stream. Thank you, everyone, for being on here and watching. If you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inklink, please hit that subscribe button and be part of the FPL Inklink family. Ali Mack, the Watford strikers look good for the next few game weeks. They do. Honestly, that's why I put King in there. It looks like a 5-2-3 at the moment. So that's why it does look good. So I do want to back him, especially King, who's on penalties as well. Definitely does look like a good choice. Hamza, good evening. Best time to bench boost, triple captain and free hit? Not at the moment, buddy. Free hit, always go for a game week where there are, like, it's like, what's the right word to say? It's a blank game week. So you have some games that are like, players who are featuring, and there's some good games. That's a good time to free hit, to go higher on players who are playing that week, for example. Bench boost, free hit, bench boost and triple captain always in double game weeks. So don't use your chips just yet. If you want to have a look at the kind of chips guide, it's on my channel, so you can always go back to one of my videos from a couple of months back. Start of the season, I made a guide about how to play your chips. So all my 3 chips are in use at the moment, so I'm desperately waiting for the right time to play them. Right, guys, we have 927 subscribers. Who is going to be my 928th? Who will hit that subscribe button? Let's give him a shout out. Football fan says 2-2, I mean. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Absolutely fine. FPL camera, what's going on with Kane? I don't know. I generally don't know. Just guys, I want to have a look. Right? How many points has Kane got this year? Seriously. Okay. I haven't seen the points. I'm not even gonna. This is honestly, I'm being honest. Let's just guess how many points he's got this season. I think in 15 game weeks, I think on average, I think he's got 36 points, if that. I'm being ambitious here, I reckon. Ooh, 33. Ooh, I was close. 1 goal, 1 assist for Harry Kane. Oh my God. And that came in that one game against Newcastle, which they lost. Which they won, sorry. They won. They won 2-3. It was away, sorry. Wow. Wow. That means out of 15 game weeks, obviously he missed the first 2. 13 game weeks, he's had 12 blanks. Ouch. I feel sorry for those 10% of managers who went for that kind of route. Oh, that is painful. That is painful. But with Kane, honestly, time to move on, guys. Go for Ronaldo. 7Es, good evening. 60 points and all out. Is it good? Had Bowen came in for a sub for Tony. I think it's really good. 7Es, 60 points in this week. Obviously, where the points aren't as high. 37 points is the average at the moment. So I think you've done really well. Football fan says Bamford next. Jack Wilshere injury prone. Nah. I think it's just bad luck. It's just a bad injury. I think he'll be back, fully recovered, rehab done. He should be good to go. Ali Mack, stay away from Kane. Looks awful. Looks awful. The stats look awful, Ali. FPL already got Josh King on my other 2 strikers. Are problems with Tony and Jimenez. I say if then I'd say budget-wise, I think you should just stick to Tony for now, unless you run out. Otherwise, Daka looks good from Leicester. I think he'll get some more game time as well. Steve Sedman, new template is 3-5-2. Fair dues. I think 3-5-2 is kind of like the generic type. It should be 3-4-3 now 3-5-2, right? Turkish Mo, only 6% own Foden now. I'm surprised a lot of people just sold him. He's back now and will start a lot of games. Exactly. Sometimes just a bit of patience. And it perseveres well. So I think Foden will play regularly, and he just is incredible. I just think he's the best English player. He's one of my favourite players to watch. I love watching him play football, guys. Kyron McGrath, Vardy, Alonso, Tony, Rafinha out. Four changes. White, Antonio, Silva, Dennis, -8 points. Potentially. Interesting. Interesting, Kyron. I like that. Akash, no Man City mid. No, I've gone defensively. Unfortunately, it's not paid off so far, Akash. But when I do start getting the clean sheets, they do reap well. Akash, Foden's differential than Bernardo. For sure. I agree. Just no thoughts on Lamptey. Think he may be the next Livramento player to come off the bench. Yeah, honestly, he was incredible. Last week, midweek was it, when he came off the bench, got an assist against West Ham. Great performance. Sevenies, are you still sticking to the 3 defence Chelsea players? It's 3 Man City players, Sevenies. So I'm still sticking to the 3. I can show you the squad at the moment, at what it looks like if I was to select. I've done no transfers. I am looking at moving Rafinha out potentially for Bowen or Benrahma. I can have a look at both. But those are the 2 players I'm looking at the moment. Sevenies, Tony got COVID, right? Not too sure. Let's have a look. Not too sure. I haven't heard anything about Ivan Toney contract or kind of like, getting COVID. So I hope if he has got it, I hope he hasn't, but if he has got it, I wish him the best of luck. And I've got bonus points, so I've gone to 42. 1 extra point, every point matters. Luxury Lifestyle, poor week, only got 57 points. That's not actually bad, It's 20% above, 20 points above the average. You're doing well. Mahesh, hello Mo. Hello Mahesh, how are you? Right, guys, just going to take a breather. If you guys are new around here or you've been here before and you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, please, and like the video too if you like the content. And we'll give you a shout out. Ali Mack, that's a good score, Luxury, 100%, very good score. Mahesh says, brought in Ronaldo this week. What do you think? Is the goal machine going to be back? Definitely. I've heard that it was I heard the radio on my lunch during work. I heard how they were playing. I heard the crowd buzz. I know it's only 1-0. It's at Crystal Palace. But I don't know. I don't know about Ronaldo. He hasn't done badly though. That's the thing. I think personally with the new management, he'll have the what's what I would say. He'll have the kind of like passion or the drive to really prove a point. So yeah, definitely Ragnick will get him out of them. Savani says it's on the FPL website. Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. Let's check quick time. Give me a moment. Ivan. Oh, he has. You are right. You are absolutely right. My apologies. I was not aware of this. So guys, if you do have Ivan Toney, please be aware he has indeed contracted COVID. Thank you, Savnis. Luxury Lifestyle, Ragnick United look great today. I'm thinking of getting Sancho. From United, I might even get Fred. Assists, goals. Who's doing it? I'm joking, guys. I ain't getting Fred. But if he does do one more thing, I might put him on a thumbnail, you know. '70s, I'm at Premier League site. Not a problem. Luxury Lifestyle, considering I was 158k and I only got 250, that's why it was a poor one. Ah, fair enough. It's been quite a tight week this week, so I guess Luxury, it's probably that's the reason why. Turkish Sterling giving a lot of returns in his owners. Yeah, man. He definitely has, but he is expensive, though. I fully agree with you. Turkish. What are your plans for next week, guys? What are you thinking? What will be happening to your squads? Let me know. I think it's next week. I'm just thinking, if I get Bowen in, do I want to play Bowen as a midfielder against Burnley away or Brentford away? Josh King. I mean, he's blanked against two of the best teams in the league. Interesting. Sevenies, no worries. No worries, Sevenies. Thank you so much. Ali Matt De Gea in for me this week as a free transfer. Nice. Differential there, Ali. Like it. Look, I need to now replace Tony, Alonso, Kane all in 1 week. I only got one free transfer. Who should I replace first? Good question. Well, Tony first, please, because I think he'll lose more value. But actually, if you get rid of Kane, you can actually create funds. Depends on what your plan is. Do you have a plan, Luxury? Do you need to free up some funds? Then maybe Kane might be a better shout first. But personally, I'd say I'd leave it this game week. Or just build up 2 transfers, get 2 of them done, and the next week you can do the free one, right? Or then you can either take a -4 in 1 week and do all 3. That could be a potential as well. Steve Sedman, Alonso to a Man United defender. Not a bad shout. Hafiz, good evening. Bowen seems like a great value option. He does indeed. Mahesh says, I've had to sell Son. I don't want to really. You sold Son? Jeez. Son gone. That's brave, Mahesh. Jeez. I am so surprised. I did not think I would hear that on this stream today. Turkish. Not for this upcoming game week, but I'm looking to bring in Watkins and Barnes for Gallagher. Oh, Barnes looks good as well. It's a good shout. And a 4.4 million striker. Villa and Leicester fixture looks very good. Nice. Just be careful, Turkish, with the 4.4 million attacker. If you do need a sub, and you need to use all 3 of them, make sure you have a strong bench, boss. Luxury says, I think there'll be a serious template shift. Going big on defenders is going to end, and it's going to be back to the usual 3 games thick and fast. Yeah, it could be. Could do that. But for now, I think I'll stick to the 5. I just think it's good to be a bit different. And Adil says, after the Champions League midweek, of course. Adil, good evening. Hi, I usually do transfers before the deadline, but I'm thinking of doing Rafinha and Tony out with 2 free transfers, Bernardo and King, which will leave me on 0 in the bank. So should I do it now or after the UCL midweek? To avoid price rises, with Tony, I think he'll probably lose choice value. If you want to do it now, it'll be more preferential. Ideally, you'd like to wait till it's close to a deadline, but you can be priced out. But for me, Adil, I'll just go for it now if that's what you'd like to do. Especially if you will break even, definitely need to do it now. Luxury says, I'm thinking of Alonso to Lamptey, maybe Dalot if he keeps his spot. He was great today. Nice. Lamptey was brilliant though as well. Lamptey's done really well. Akash says De Gea or Ramsdale. They're both good keepers, boss. Fixtures wise, United have got a good fixture, so I said De Gea potentially. Turkish says Barnes for Gallagher and Watkins for 4.4 mil striker, so I'm getting rid of my 4. You're getting rid. Oh, sorry, I made it wrong. Ignore me. I thought you meant Watkins and a 4.4. Ignore me. That is a good shout, Turkish. I like it. 70s, guys, do the transfers after UCL matches, see who gets rested, etc. Again, it depends on what school of thought you'd like to use. I fully agree with both arguments. If you're going to be priced out, go now. If you're going to wait for it and wait till the injuries or the games are done, then obviously waiting will be a better shout. Guys, if you guys haven't liked this stream, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to FPL Inklink. If you do, I'll give you a massive shout out for when I get the message that you have subscribed. Let's help this family grow and let's get to that 1K mark as soon as possible. Games are coming thick and fast, aren't they? Jeez. Rahul, good evening. Best striker under 8 mil. 8 mil. Jimenez has done well. Antonio's got good fixtures coming up, but form hasn't been that great. Tony was good, but out due to COVID now. Wilson's coming into a bit of form. But if you had to ask me, 8 mil, Antonio. Is he even 8 mil now or not? Yeah, 7.9. Antonio for me. Fixtures wise, looking great. Luxury. Turkish, don't go for Gallagher. He's playing a deeper role since MacArthur is injured. Go for Bowen or Smith-Rowe. Or even Cornet if he's fit. Definitely. Turkish says Eze is back in Palace, meaning Gallagher game time could be affected. That's why I'm moving for Barnes next week. Not a bad shout. A lot of resources for Vieira to definitely utilise. Luxury Rahul. Watkins at the moment. Watkins not a bad shout. Turkish moving Barnes for him. Nice. Oh, Rahul asked me, what about Watkins? Watkins again, he's not a bad choice personally. But let me have a look at Aston Villa's fixtures. What do they look like? Liverpool next week. Again, it's going to be a tough game. But then they've got Norwich, Burnley. They've got Chelsea, which is a tough game. Watkins not a bad shout, to be fair. But, yeah, personally for me, fixtures-wise, I think Antonio has better fixtures lined up for me. Right, guys, we're going to be in the last 5 minutes of the stream now. I will be ending this at 8 o'clock because I'll need to go downstairs to have dinner with the parents before I get a shouting at. But guys, if you guys got any questions, throw them through. Anything about the week, anything about this weekend, anything about my plans, my team, let me know. In the meantime, if you guys give us a like and please give us a subscribe, let me give you a shout out on our stream for being the latest subscriber and family member of FPL Inklink. The family is indeed growing. Luxury says, if Watkins can score against City, he can score against anyone, to be honest. Of course, and that was a fantastic goal by Watkins. It's just, I think, the only thing, they have a buzz at the moment with Gerrard, the new manager buzz. I'm just worried that when they lose that kind of like, that thrill, that buzz, how will it go? But yeah, Watkins is a good shout for sure, for sure. Jalal, good evening. How about Bowen, captain? Oh, that's brave. That is brave. Against Burnley away, I'd rather have Salah at home versus Aston Villa. But that is a brave shout, Bowen, captain. Very left wing. If it pays off, it'll massively boost your rank. Akash, I got Foden, Salah, Jota, Mount, Gallagher in my mind. I'm planning to get Bowen for Gallagher in game week 18. Nice. I like it. Like the plan, Akash. Ali says, Mo, are you looking to get rid of Rafinha? Leeds have a horrible fixture. I am. So, potential Bowen. I'm looking at the moment. So I'm looking to get him in. The run is just a nightmare. And I really like the fixtures of West Ham. I would have gone potentially to like Calvert-Lewin or maybe even Damari Gray for Everton. But their fixtures have been awful. Sorry, their form has been awful, despite their fixtures now looking good in the near future. But yeah, I am looking to get rid of Rafinha. He's going to be my latest. Let's say casualty. Luxury last time. I almost captained Bernardes this week, but ended up vicing him, but still got 15 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bernardo Silva's been insane. After Salah, I reckon he's done well. People have forgotten about Torres. Remember Ferran Torres at the start of the season, like the first 5 games, like Champions League, Premier League, the guy just couldn't stop scoring, right? And then got injured and no one's really seen him since. Turkish Mo, would you captain Lukaku against Leeds? I feel like I want to take a risk because he needs to get a goal. And it's at home and it's a terrible defensive team. Personally, I think if that is any chance for you to go in a different... Leeds defensively are very, very susceptible. They're very weak. Well, weak's not. I mean, when I say weak, defensively weak. I'm not talking about they're physically or anything like that. Weak like that. I think defensively they're weak in the sense that because they're so expressive and they're so offensive, with the Bielsa school of thought, that likelihood of conceding is just it's just insane. And being at home for Chelsea, they want a backlash. I think Lukaku. Turkish, I'll say it to you on stream here. If I was to choose, let's have a look at the fixtures all the way through. On a level, I'll look at Vardy as captain against Newcastle. Lukaku, if you're not going for Salah, obviously. And to some extent, I'd even say Bernardo Silva or Foden versus Wolves. So I fully back you, Turkish, if you were to captain Lukaku. I think it's a really good choice. Guys, the numbers are going up. We're on 929. We're doing this, guys. Come on, guys. Let's get to 1,000. Come on, let's get to that 1K mark. Currently, my rank is 1.952, buddy. Luxury. I'm not too concerned. Look, rank, for me, I said this at the real start of the season. Rank, for me, it starts playing a part after like 25 game weeks go in the last third. There's two reasons. A, there are certain managers who give up after Christmas. They just think, I just can't be bothered, I'm too far behind. So that is a major gain. Secondly, I haven't played any of my chips. My chips will be huge for me when I do decide to play them. So that will be hopefully my plan. My aim is, at the moment we're going to Game Week 16, my main aim is to break into the top million. So I'm about 40 points off that at the moment. So hopefully by the next 4 game weeks, so if I can average 10 points a week, for example, and potentially if I could break into the top mill by Game Week 20, when does Game Week 20 end? What is it? What is it now? 28. Oh, so New Year. Let's say New Year. By 1st of Jan, I like to be in the top mill, and then the games begin. That is when the games begin. Turkish, Ferran Torres is going to Barcelona. Sorry, guys, still recovering. Ferran Torres is going to Barcelona for 70 mil. Nice. He's told Pep he wants to leave, and the deal is likely to happen in January. Wow. To be fair, he'll suit the Spanish league, and especially with Barca, the talent they have. I know they haven't played that well, but he'll be good there. Luxury lifestyle. Ronaldo, a good option against Norwich. Yeah, I think he'll be a great option, to be fair. I think United will react now. They played well today. They got the win, which was needed. I think they'll go for teams now. Ragnic, new era. United can do this. Plus, you've got, Fredadinho in midfield. Brazilian genius to help United. Rated R. Is Reguilon hurt? I've heard there's been an injury, buddy. But from what we've heard on Twitter, it looks like it's going to be, and what's been shared on the stream, it looks like it's going to be a couple of days, according to him. Luxury Life. Oh, you still have your wildcard. Not wildcard. I'll get a new one in January. But I have free hit, bench boost, and triple captain. Turkish Mo, you're like 2 points apart. Mo, we're like 2 points apart, and there's 100,000 difference in ranks. Just shows how close and competitive it is this year in FPL. 100%. There you go. It's literally, that's how competitive it is. 100,000. I think one of my friends is like a point above me. And it's like nearly 100,000 difference there as well. And one of my friends was 11 points ahead of me, and there's like a 400,000. So that's how tight it is. That's why even -4 points is nerve-wracking. Look at Pastor Fred. Love it. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Right, guys, we're going past 8 o'clock. We're on 929 subscribers. Who will be my 930th? Let's hit that subscribe button before I go. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone for tuning in, putting in your questions. Love it. This week, we're going to be back with regular content. So you're going to see, team selection. We'll do a captaincy choice. We'll do a game week preview as well. So we'll do all of that this week. So be tuned in. I'll be releasing these videos out. And the best way to do that is to subscribe to FPL Inkling. Hit that button now, please. Let's have the 930th subscriber. And hit the like button as well, so you'll get some really nice content this week. I'll tell you guys all about the plans for Christmas. The games are coming thick and fast. And because I'm working this week, I'm off on the weekend. What we'll do a live deadline stream. the deadline is 6:30 on Friday. I finish work at 6:30, so it won't be wise to do it then. Let's do it Thursday night. Maybe about 8 o'clock. Apologies for that. About 8 o'clock? Yeah? Let's do about 8 o'clock in the evening on Thursday night. We'll do like a deadline stream. And we'll go through everything. Obviously, by then, all like the Champions League and Europa League games will be done. So yeah, Turkish, thank you for your lovely words. I am streaming next Friday, next Thursday, buddy. Jim Stewart, can you rate the team? Of course. So if you send it through to me, I'll definitely rate it for you. If you want to send it to Instagram or just give it on YouTube, just write in the comment section. I'll rate it for you. Not a problem, Jim. Thank you so much. Ali, thank you. And you have a good week as well. Thank you, everyone. Before you go, we're on 930 subscribers now, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. We're going to be back with some more content. We're going to be back with some latest news. And we're going to have some real fun over Christmas to make sure we have the best Christmas and we enjoy what we enjoy the most, which is FPL Inklink and FPL, of course. Have a good one. Stay safe. Make sure you